I read a good article on St. Maximilian Kolbe, and his first or real name was Raymond before he took on the name Maximilian when he professed his vows as a religious Franciscan. And he had a strong desire to live a religious and a holy way of life since his youth, which is often uncommon. And he also had this strong devotion to our Blessed Mother. He even mentions a time where she appeared to him in a dream. And the famous story goes, she came to me holding 2 crowns, one white and the other red, and she asked me if I was willing to accept either of these crowns. The white one meant that I should persevere in purity, and the red that I should become a martyr. And he has the famous words where he says, I accept both. And later in life, he became a Franciscan and a priest, and he started a famous newspaper in Poland called Night of the Immaculata, of which it reached over 1 million people, and of course it began to become a thorn in the Nazis' side, as he was kind of a protagonist against their kind of wicked advances and killing of the Jewish people. Later he was arrested and thrown into a concentration camp, but he always understood that he was on mission, and even seen this as an opportunity to evangelize and pray for souls. And during his arrest, he mentions to his brother Franciscans, courage, my sons, don't you see that we are leaving on a mission? They pay our fare in the bargain. What a piece of good luck. The thing to do now is to pray well in order to win many souls. Let us then tell the Blessed Virgin that we are content and that she can do with us anything she wishes. What a beautiful line. And it's in the concentration camps where his sanctity became ever more clear to those around him, where the Nazis first reduced his dignity to a number, 16,670. And it mentions he was beaten severely at times by the guards, but he remained calm with this interior peace. And in these harsh conditions, he actually even wrote a letter to his mother. And it says, Dear Mama, at the end of the month of May, I was transferred to the camp of Auschwitz. Everything is well in my regard. Be tranquil about me and about my health, because the good God is everywhere and provides for everything with love. It will be well that you do not write to me until you will have received other news from me, because I do not know how long I will stay here. Greetings and kisses affectionately, Raymond. Then finally, there's this heroic act, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with, where 10 people are chosen to starve to death and be punished. And he steps in for one person who had a family at home. And he offers his own life for this gentleman, of whom actually survived the concentration camps and was later to tell about this story. And later, after his death and his martyrdom, St. John Paul II has these beautiful words to say about Maximilian Kolbe at his canonization. And he says, Maximilian did not die, but gave his life for his brother.